And meanwhile, youth movements around the globe, including Nigeria, have brought to the world's attention the importance of upskilling youth participation and working with young people to tackle the various crises faced today. At the United Nations Economic and Social Council Youth Forum in Abuja, the resident and humanitarian coordinator of the United Nations, Matthias Schwartz, charged young people to be part of shaping process and to bring a distinct young voice to the table. Again, Benedict Uku has more on this story.
The United Nations Economic and Social Council Youth Forum held today in Abuja brought together young people from around the globe, including Nigeria, to discuss and explore ways to enhance the involvement of youth in addressing the various crises faced by the world. Speaking at the forum, the resident and humanitarian coordinator of the United Nations, Matthias Schwartz, acknowledged the significant contributions of youth movements globally, including in Nigeria, in raising awareness about the need to upscale youth participation in sustainable development efforts.
That if your generation can triumph, then so will Nigeria and the broader African continent. You all know that with a median age of 18, this country has one of the highest populations of young people in the world and will thus play a critical role in promoting sustainable development and achieving peace and prosperity on a global scale. You will know that Nigeria is sadly very far behind in achieving the SDGs. And so we need to move things forward. We believe as UN, we cannot point just the finger at government and say they got it all wrong over these last few years. You know the saying that if you point a finger at someone, 3 fingers point back at you. So also as UN, we are in a process of thinking through how can we be more impactful in our work in this country.
Also speaking, the country representative UNDFPA, Yula Müller, emphasized the need for meaningful youth engagement in decision-making processes, policy formulation, and implementation of sustainable development initiatives to address pressing global challenges such as poverty, inequality, climate change, and social injustice.
What I hope to hear from you today is your take on how we deliver that vision of a sustainable world. A vision where you play your role, where you're not afraid to hold us to accountable, but also hold yourself accountable for your responsibilities to deliver that world. I hope that it's a world where you remember to include people with disabilities, where you remember equality, because equality is fundamental to delivering sustainable development.
Some of the participants also highlighted the importance of empowering young people to actively participate in the implementation of the SDGs.
The issue that we've been having in our society today, or the reason that the achievement of the SDGs in Nigeria have become somewhat utopian, is that, you know, the area of administration of justice, the area of the social justice, and also like public policy, we've not really been working very, very well in that aspect. So if the government improve, or we have like stronger institutions wherein people are picked, the best is selected to execute a particular project and not based on who they know.
The amount of languages going extinct is really, really troubling, especially with reports from UNESCO that at the end of 21st century, over 40% of global languages will go extinct, majority coming from Africa. So if we can incorporate local languages in schools, we can limit that. That's my opinion about this.
One thing I would encourage the government to do is to step up, since in our NDCs, that's the National Determined Contribution, it's recognized that the youth are the catalyst for the implementation to achieve our net zero emission. So more youth should be stepped up and integrated to represent at the decision-making tables and even validation of some of these policies that are affecting us.
The session served as a platform for young people to share their ideas, solutions and innovations at the global level and contribute to policy discussions at the United Nations through their collective ideas.
And to